Hey everyone, I have a hopefully quick haul for you guys today. I just tried recording this and it was like 30 minutes long, so I'm going to just try to get it under 10 or at least under 15 and just not try to talk about the things a long time. So first I will go with everything that I got from the library. I got Boy from Oz soundtrack that starred Hugh Jackman because it was several years ago, and this is a musical about Peter Allen, and all the music is written by Peter Allen, and I heard about it a long time ago, and I just haven't ever listened to it, and I saw it, so, yep. And then I got Into the Woods, which I saw the movie, and I enjoyed it, and I like some of the music in this. Some of the songs I don't like so much, but others I really, really love. And seeing this musical, seeing the movie, really made me realize that Stephen Sondheim is probably one of my favorite musical composers ever. Like, more so than others. This and Sweeney Todd, I just really love. So, yeah, I got that out to listen to. And then, Romeo and Juliet by Shakespeare, because, I just saw the Garrick Theater Kenneth Branagh, production, via the worldwide screening that happened on the 7th of July. I saw it at my local theater, and I loved it. I loved it so much. I have to get my thoughts together properly to talk about it more. I'll do a separate review of it, but I didn't get a chance to read the play beforehand because, interesting fact, I have seen many different adaptations of Romeo and Juliet, but I've never seen the show live, whether via a screening or in person, before the other night. And then I've also never actually read the physical play. So, I was trying to do that before I went to go see it, and that didn't happen, which I'm actually kind of glad it didn't, because, first off, I got a audiobook, a full cast audio to listen to while I read this, and, since I didn't have time to read it, I didn't have time to listen to that, and I'm really glad that I didn't, because now when I read it, I'm not going to listen to that, and I'm just going to have the voices, like Richard Madden as Romeo, and Lily James as Juliet, and Derek Jacobi as Mercutio, all in my head when I'm reading this, I hope, because I want to keep that for as long as possible. And then also the other good thing about not reading this beforehand is I feel like if I had read this the day before, like I was planning, I would have been incredibly nitpicky, because they apparently cut out several things from Act 2. I mean, not Act 2. The second half after intermission, which is like Act 4 and 5 or something. But anyway, so yeah, I feel like I would have been a lot more critical of it if I had just read this than reading it after. So yes, I really loved it, and I'm going to do a separate review once I get my thoughts together. I had like a couple things about it, like maybe a small handful of things that I didn't like as much, but the important thing is that it completely met my expectations. I otherwise completely adored it, and that it completely changed my view and my thoughts on this play that I had beforehand, because I know that I said that I'd never read this before, but with all the different adaptations I've seen, I really didn't like this play much. I love the language, and Juliet's monologue in Act 3, Scene 2 has been my favorite monologue of all time for a couple of years now, and I love it, and I don't think any monologue that I ever read will surpass it, but, yeah, other than that, I had some major issues with the story, and granted, I still have some issues with the story, but this particular adaptation, production, I should say, because it was a live production, not a TV adaptation, helped me understand things about the story that I didn't before, and it helped me understand certain character motivations, Parts of it also took away certain character motivations, which was not that great, but it was only like one or two characters, and they were characters that I never liked to begin with. So, but I'll talk about that more in my review. But anyway, I completely loved it, and I just gushed to a friend about it for like an hour and a half last night, and I really hope that they either please bring it out on DVD, or if they don't do that, I really hope that they put it up on the digital theater website like they did with Much Ado About Nothing, which was Tennant and Catherine Tate, which when that happened just made me so happy. So yeah, I'm really hoping that they do that, and I'm gonna read this and I'm gonna love it. And then I got Troilus and Cressida by Shakespeare just because, and I did not realize how thick this was. This was one that I didn't own, but I've wanted to read for quite a while. So yes, looking forward to this one. And then I also got Richard II by Shakespeare, because, where is it? Oh, okay, here we go. Because I also got out the Hollow Crown, which stars Ben Whishaw as Richard II, and I saw the first half of that and really enjoyed it, and other people who are in it. Just in that one adaptation were Patrick Stewart and Clemens Posey and David Suchet and David Morrissey and Rory Kinnear, and also Tom Hiddleston plays Prince Hal later on, but I haven't seen him yet since I've only seen the first little bit of it. And then also Jeremy Irons plays Henry IV in Henry IV Part 1 and 2, which is the next film in the series, and then Tom Hiddleston plays Henry V, which, no lie, that's the reason I got this out of the library, was because he played Henry V. And also Michelle Dockery is in it, although I don't know which one, because I haven't seen her yet, so she might be in Henry IV, she might be in Henry V, I don't really know. But I'm super excited to finish this. And then, because I saw Romeo and Juliet, and because Kenneth Branagh was the one directing it, I realized I needed to watch some more Kenneth Branagh Shakespeare. Before, the only two things that I'd seen him in were he played Iago in Othello, the Lawrence Fishburne version that came out in, I want to say 95, maybe. And then he was also in Much Ado About Nothing with Emma Thompson back when they were married. They played Benedict and Beatrice, and that's one of my favorites, as you guys know, if you've seen my channel often enough. And also, that also had Kate Beckinsale, and I want to say Sean Patrick Leonard, but I might be getting his name wrong, but Wilson from House. And also, guy from Dead Poet Society, whose name I'm not thinking of. But anyway, I really love him, so it was cool that he was in that. But I realized that I haven't ever seen Kenneth Branagh's Hamlet, so I got that. And this cast is amazing. It has Kenneth Branagh, Julie Christie, Billy Crystal, Gerard Depardieu, Charlton Heston, Derek Jacobi, Jack Lemmon, Rufus Sewell, Robin Williams, and Kate Winslet. So, super excited about that. And then I got Elizabeth I, the Virgin Queen, predominantly because Tom Hardy is Robert Dudley. I didn't really know about this version. I'd seen like pictures of it at some point, but I found out about this through Lil from Lil's Vintage World. She recommended this in a historical drama recommendation video, and as soon as she said Tom Hardy played Robert Dudley, I was like, I don't care if the rest of this stinks, I need to watch this. I've never heard of the girl Anne-Marie Duff. I've never heard of the girl who plays Elizabeth I. But Elizabeth I is one of my favorite monarchs to read about and watch things about. She used to be like my favorite monarch, but then I learned a lot more about Queen Victoria and also Mary Stuart. So they are my two favorites, and then Elizabeth is probably my third favorite, and And I do have some issues with, like, her relationship with Mary, because, I mean, she locked her in a tower for, like, 25 years because she thought she was trying to steal her crown, and then she had her executed. So we got some family drama going on there. But I still think Elizabeth was pretty awesome, because, I mean, she ruled England by herself for 45 years. And I thought that the relationship with Robert Dudley, it's always been kind of an interesting aspect of her rule, so how they portray this will be very interesting, and I just love Tom Hardy. Next, I got Daniel Deronda, because I read, I'm in the midst of reading the book, and I watched the first half of this after I finished the first half of the book, and it is really, really good. It's probably one of the best adaptations I've ever seen, just in general, not of this, because I've never seen this before. But, yeah, the acting is great. Hugh Bonneville plays a very evil character in Lord Grandcourt, which I've never seen him as evil before, so that's kind of weird, but he's very good at it, which is always great. And I'm going to watch the second half once I finish this, and that's when I will do a movie adaptation / book review comparison thing. And then we have Sons of Liberty, which stars Ben Barnes and Rafe Spall, and it's about the Founding Fathers / the Revolutionary War. So that's really all I needed to know, was those two actors and the subject matter. And then we have The Winter Guest, which stars Emma Thompson and Phillida Law. Fun fact, they are mother and daughter in real life, and I believe they play mother and daughter in this. And I got this because it is directed by Alan Rickman. And also Sean Biggerstaff is in this. So Sean Biggerstaff is Oliver Wood in Harry Potter. Emma Thompson is Professor Trelawney, and Alan Rickman, of course, is Snape. So we have Oliver Wood and Professor Trelawney being directed by Severus Snape. So this will be interesting. And it's really sad since he passed away. But yeah, I'm very interested in this. And then I got Shakespeare Uncovered. I've just been in such a major Shakespeare mood after, like, basically as soon as I bought the tickets to go see Romeo and Juliet in theaters, I just got in a huge Shakespeare mood, so I just got all this Shakespeare stuff. But this is Shakespeare Uncovered, and it's basically a whole bunch of different actors talking about their experiences with Shakespeare. Like David Tennant talks about Hamlet, and Jolie Richardson talks about Twelfth Night and As You Like It, which are my two favorites. Although I've never actually read the physical play of As You Like It, but I've seen many different adaptations. Ethan Hawke talks about Macbeth, maybe? Yep. Which is weird because I've seen his version of Hamlet, so it's odd that he's also, like, he's talking about Macbeth instead. And then Jeremy Irons is talking about Henry IV and Henry V, and Derek Jacobi is talking about Richard II. And then Tempest is Trevor Nunn, who I think is this dude, maybe? I don't know. But yes, so excited for that. And then I got Paddington just for fun, because it's Paddington. And also it took my library forever to actually get that DVD, so it's been like a year since I've seen the movie. And then I got Cinderella after watching Romeo and Juliet, because these two, they're phenomenal, and this is a rewatch for me. But after seeing Romeo and Juliet, I was like, it's so sad, and I feel so emotionally drained. I need you two to be happy. So, Cinderella. And then Captain America Winter Soldier, because, just for fun. I've seen it several times, but I still haven't bought it, so. And then Old Curiosity Shop by Dickens, because I'm hoping to read that this month. And then The Martian by Andy Weir, because it finally came in, and I'm so excited to finally listen to this. And this will be my #1 priority for the rest of the month as far as audiobooks go. And then I also got a bunch of soundtracks. I got, I'm trying to figure out what I've already talked about. Well, okay, I got Into the Woods, which I don't know if I've mentioned. Boy from Oz. Warhorse. Two Towers. Big Hero 6. Imitation Game. Newsies the Musical. And Downton Abbey, The Ultimate Collection. And then Charles Dickens, I got the Masterworks collection, which has Oliver Twist, Old Curiosity Shop, Bleak House, Little Dorrit, and Great Expectations. And the price of this for the adaptations that are included is completely phenomenal. And yeah, I'm so excited for this. I already have watched at least half of Little Dorrit, and I love it. And then I also got Dreamer's Pool by Juliette Marillier. I say Marillier, but I'm like the only one I know that says it like that, so it might be Marillier. But she's from New Zealand, so I don't know how you say her name. Like, I don't know, it looks like a French last name. I don't really know, but so that's why I say Marillier, but somebody tell me, please. But anyway, this is Dreamer's Pool, and I got this because I heard about it over on Tanya's channel from List Obsessed Reader, and it looked so pretty that I was like, I need to read this, and I am literally torn equally between reading this or Heart's Blood first, because I have that, and it's the Beauty and the Beast adaptation, so I really don't know which one I'm going to read first. We'll see. And then the last two things I got were Fragile Things by Neil Gaiman. I just finally broke bad with this because I had a coupon and I've looked at it like half a dozen times when I've gone in there, and I realized that if I want to read this, I really need to buy it because it takes me like a year to read short story collections, and so getting this out of the library was just never going to be a good idea. And then also two of the stories in this, as well as two of the stories in Smoke and Mirrors, which I have the audiobook and the ebook of, are being adapted. I don't remember if they're being adapted for radio, like Radio 4, or as TV adaptations. I forget. But anyway, I'll read those stories and then either watch or listen to those adaptations, depending on what kind they are. And then last, I got Miss Pettigrew Lives for a Day by Winifred Watson, and I'm going to try to make this story very quick, but this was so cool. This, if you guys can tell, is a Persephone classic, and Persephone is a company in London that republish books predominantly by female authors. They have a couple male authors, but predominantly female authors, whose work has gone out of print previously for various reasons. And this was on my list of Persephone books to get. And the thing is, since they're in London and since their publishing house and their physical store are both in London, we don't ever see these in the US. And really the only way that you can get them is either going to the physical store, going to their website, or Book Depository. And Book Depository tends to have them a little cheaper than the website, but I would say they probably have less than half of the catalog on Book Depository, so sometimes the ones I want are hard to find on there. And also this is the first one that I've actually bought. But anyway, that's beside the point. But yeah, so on their actual website, they are £12 a piece, which is $24, plus shipping, depending on how many you get. Like, shipping costs depends on how heavy it is or whatever. So this book was, if I ordered it from the website, was going to be somewhere between $24 and $30. And I found this in the bottom of the 50% off clearance bin in Barnes & Noble. And US price on this is $18 because it's £9. and 50% means $9, but then even less than that, like 8 something, because I have a 10% discount. So this was like a treasure find, and I found this the same day that I went to go see Romeo and Juliet. So it was really like I had a day in London via Virginia. So it was magical and amazing. And I'm just so excited about this book, and I'm probably going to read it soon, because I've heard it's very cheerful. So yeah, that is my haul, and I'm sorry that this is still 20 minutes. I only got it down by 10 minutes, but at least it's shorter than it was before. So please, like, I hope you grabbed a snack or tea or something, and I have a couple other videos for you guys. I'll probably upload this one first, just so I can delete this and then film others, but thank you guys so much for watching, and let me know what you think of any of these, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.